starting with the Lions. In goal is Marcus Dewhurst. Number 2, Reece McNally. Number 3, Brad Nicholson. 4, George Cantrill. 5, Hamza Ben Sharif. 6 is a first start for Kennedy Diggy. And number 7, Kane Felix. 8 and captain is Jamie Spencer. 9, Aaron Martin. 10, Aaron Solomon. And 11 is Gabriel Johnson. On the bench for the Lions are Lee Shaw, Lloyd Allenson, Andrew Jones, Scott Garner, Sam Scrivens and Paul Clayton. We have 2 sides making their way out onto the Nethermore Park pitch here in this glorious sunshine.
Some interesting choices in our team there today then, Chris. One that stands out is the selection of Jamie Spencer to carry the captain's armband today. He's not the oldest player in the team.
Towards the bowling green end in their home shirts of white shirts with blue trim, blue shorts and blue socks. Stockton Town in their all red kit from top to toe, shooting towards the railway end of the ground. These guys are getting us underway. The ball now with Reece McNally inside the Stockton half. To Spencer, who looks to lift it out to this right hand side looking for Kane Felix, but he's been out-muscled there by Dan McWilliams.
Well, people love the football on Teesside, and I imagine they'd make a bit more noise than us on a normal Saturday anyway.
Aaron Solomon delivers this free kick, which is then cleared behind by Lewis King. Strong breeze from time to time that is, as you say, causing havoc in the press box. This corner comes in, headed away by Max Craggs. Cantrill looks to get it back in towards the danger area, and the ball breaks here to Gabriel Johnson. Johnson just wide, big chance for the Lions, but to be fair to him, he had to take it first time.
He had a really good go at it there, Johnson. He was in the right place at the right time. He had to take it straight away on his preferred left foot, and must have only been a hair's width away from that far post.
Position, Brad Nicholson down the line, looking for Aaron Martin. It goes beyond him. Cantrill just gives the ball away cheaply there, and it comes to the number 11 of Risborough. Risborough now lays it off to McWilliams, who's overlapping on this left-hand side. The cross, though, is poor, and out and behind for a goal kick. Can he work some space to get a shot off, perhaps? Lays it back now to Spencer. Spencer back to Felix, who will think about having the shot left-footed. Worth the go, but sadly on that occasion, always bending away from goal. Play from today's visitors. Rags again, lovely link-up play. If Kevin Hayes can get there, and he can, in behind the Guiseley line, gets the cross in. It's a good ball as well, across the penalty area, across the 6-yard box. It comes all the way out to Risborough now on this near side, gets the better of McNally. The ball laid off to Tom Portas. Portas into Mulligan. Mulligan out to that right-hand side now with Lewis King. King's cross up towards the back post. There was 2 there, but Guiseley just about deal with that.
That time he just went too soon, and it would have been good to see whether we could have worked a shot away there.
I wouldn't have said that was a booking either, generally. Free kick, though, goes in, causes problems, narrowly wide. Nobody getting a touch on it in the end.
Tobbling on at the moment. Be interesting to see how he comes out looking in the second half.
Ball forward now by guys. They kept in play well by Kane Felix down by this right-hand side, down by the corner flag. He's not got a great deal of options around as McNally is well marked. Felix in the end works the space well. Gets the cross towards the back post. Martin is there with a header. Didn't look too far wide, but it certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper. And that is that for the first half. Richard Holmes blows the half-time whistle here at Nethermore Park in a game of few clear-cut chances, but great competitiveness and entertainment. At half-time, it is Guiseley AFC 0, Stockton Town 0. Earlier on today, that if this was one of those games where had gone in our favour so far, whether or not Clates would get a run out, perhaps the last 20, but as it stands, with this game as balanced as it is, that looks very, very unlikely when you look at the other striking options there are in Lee Shaw and Sam Scrivens. It's Risborough. Now, intercepted by Gabriel Johnson, who just needs to clear this away, which he does. Here's Kane Felix now, trying to get a run on Lewis King. Doing well, still does very well, gets round him in the end as King goes to ground, he cuts inside, still Kane Felix, looks to lay the ball off, and it's an own goal. Guiseley take the lead, and it's all thanks to the persistence of the Guiseley number 7, Kane Felix, down this left-hand side, working hard against Lewis King, getting round him, getting back to his feet as quickly as he could, driving into the penalty area and laying a very good ball across the 6-yard box, which is deflected in. The last touch of a Stockton man. And a lead for the Lions, Nick.
Well, it's a gutting own goal for the captain, Adam Nicholson, there inside his own 6-yard box, facing towards goal. Nicholson had let it run.
Now on this near side by the young-looking Kevin Hayes, and he's skipped away from Nicholson and Solomon now. Kevin Hayes, a couple of step-overs, gets into the penalty area, lays it off very neat. Great play from the Stockton number 7. Sign him up. Now moved down to that left-hand side. The cross comes in, looking for Hayes again. The ball goes behind for a Stockton Town corner. In this FA Cup second qualifying round. And this is the 5th game that Stockton Town have played in their FA Cup run this season, having started in the extra preliminary rounds. Opportunity here now for Martin. Gets the shot off, which is blocked. Comes to Johnson. Johnson gets the shot off straight down the throat of Lee Roberts. Bowls it overarm to Hayes, who then looks to cut in field. A little bit too strong there, Jamie Spencer, who plays a great ball through to Martin. Martin inside the penalty area, gets the shot off straight at Roberts again. Couple of chances in this game, opening up that bit that we were desperate for it to do in the first half, Nick. Trying to clear the ball away. It's kept in play well by Kevin Hayes. He's shown a lot of good skill. Lovely link-up play between Hayes and King there. And still Hayes gets the 18-yard box, gets the cross in, overhits the cross though, and out of play on that far side. Kevin Hayes is really impressing me more in the second half. He looked decent. He had some good touch in the first half, but he's looking good in the second half.
Quick of brain as well as quick of foot, and that link-up play with the fullback King in that last move was really neat and put Guiseley well on the back foot.
Opportunity now here for Jamie Owens, the number 10, who's bearing down a goal. Hits the side netting, rifles his shot left-footed, and the referee says it's a corner kick. Portis now for Stockton on this side. Roberts wasn't with the speed of the game, and Brad Nicholson intercepts and gets it away. Nice little pass into Kane Felix on the edge of the penalty area. Felix, can he get the shot off? He can. Kane Felix narrowly over the crossbar. Good effort from the guys in number 7.
Yeah, he looked a lot happier shooting there on his right than he did on his left in the first half. Similar sort of situation. He's travelling across the edge of the penalty area, trying to find an opportunity to get his foot around it, and it just fizzed over the bar. It didn't hit the scoreboard, it hit the fence under the scoreboard, so that's how narrowly over that was.
Diggy nods the ball away. Solomon brings it down neatly, then plays a good ball through towards Kane Felix. Felix now with an opportunity to get back in the box. Kane Felix again. Good save. Wide. Great save, though, by the goalkeeper.
Well, that's more like it from Guiseley. Kane Felix using his pace again there, driving into the area. Manages to get the shot away. It's saved by the keeper, Roberts. Didn't manage to take all of the heat out of the ball, and we had to wait and see where it crossed the line, and it crossed the line outside the post for a corner.
Bench just stood behind him. Johnson finds Felix. Back to Johnson on that right-hand side. Tries to run at Williams and does well. Gets it to Solomon. Solomon with a neat pass to Cantrill. Cantrill gets the shot off straight at the goalkeeper. Out now to this near side to Kevin Hayes. Hayes being marked closely by Nicholson. Just keeps working though. Brad and Hayes is there again. He's worked very hard in this game. Ben Shreve didn't see that the ball was behind him. It's Panto season for Dave. And the shot in the end comes off from Hayes and bobbles not too far wide. It's the last chance saloon for the visitors. The last chance to earn a replay for Stockton Town. The ball goes forward, headed away well by Kennedy Diggy. Now Lee Shaw, can he get it under control? He can't. But he will chase down the goalkeeper Roberts there. Roberts with his first time clearance. And that is that. Guiseley escape with a narrow 1-0 victory. The own goal inside the first 2 minutes of the second half, following some brilliant work from Kane Felix, is enough to get Guiseley into the third qualifying round of the FA Cup. Full time here from Nethermore Park. Guiseley AFC 1, Stockton Town 0.
Well, Ross, after the 1-0 win against Stockton Town, just how do you sum up that?
We're through to the next round. I think that's all that mattered before we kicked off. I knew what sort of game it was going to be. I went up to watch him on Wednesday night, really impressive. Went down to 10-minute first half and came out and, went 3-0 up. But, I thought it was a professional performance. We could have had 3 or 4 more goals. Keepers made some good saves. I think Marcus has had one save to make, although I don't want to take anything away from Stockton. They were very game and, they were a credit to the club.
You look at a moment of quality by Kane Felix, that opened the game up, getting that first goal, and it just shows what he's all about.
Yeah, well, he did. That's his physical. He gets up to his max. I don't know how many players he's gone through there, and he's gone through 3 or 4, put it into a dangerous area, and the lads unluckily put it into his own goal. But it's through the pressure that we've put on him. But like I said, the main thing this week is getting through to the next round, and that's what we've done.
And those kind of performances and results, they can be the start of quite a FA Cup journey like we saw last year.
Well, definitely. We look at the performance. Have we played a load of football and done really? No, we probably haven't. But we've been resilient. There was a spell in second half where their supporters got really intense, and we had to dig in and see it through, and we did. But Monday or whenever the draw is, it'll get forgotten. We'll be in the next round, and we're looking forward to the next one. And like you said, similar to last season, let's hope we can have another run.
And now attention moves back to the league, and it's one of the longest journeys of the season for us next week against Gloucester City. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. We're on a good run, and hopefully we can go to Gloucester, and we'll not be looking there to go and get a point. We're looking to bring 3, and we need to keep to as physical as we are doing, and keep to as intensity that we're playing at. And if we can get to as football, then I think we'll be a real threat for anybody at our level.